Okay, so let's get back to it. There is one more thing that I want to do in here in Kakariko, but I'm going to do something real quick. I just want to step out for a moment because the moment I got in here, we haven't been listening to the wonderful music of Kakariko Village, the Ocarina of Time remix here. So I'm going to step out for a moment and let that get an opportunity to be introduced, because of course I have to let the music out in Hyrule Field to play first. So we'll just wait for that music. There we go, there's the music. Alright, so let's see if we can go back into Kakariko. Yeah, there it is. There's the epic music of Kakariko Village. Now, what we want to do is to pick up these chickens. The reason we gotta pick them up is because they've gotta be given to someone. And this person's actually out near the graveyard. So let's go and help her out. So if we talk to her... My cuckoos have run away! Please catch 6 more! Yeah, there's 7 in total that you have to catch. So basically, this is like Rocky in Rocky 2 chasing after the chicken. But he has to do it 7 times. Yeah, if you've never seen Rocky 2, you should. I would highly recommend it. Alright, you're on the other side, okay. So, where else can we find chickens? Well, there's one over there. I can't quite get over to him, but I know what can lure him. We can come over here. Now I just have to remember where these 7 chickens are. There's 3 that are easily accessible. And we can use them as well to, as you notice my feet left the ground there. This is actually serves advantageously because these chickens can fly if you hold on to them long enough. And so we can now just throw them over the edge. And now that we've saved this one, because we couldn't get access to it before, we can now throw it over. And then... where are you, chicken? There you are. Time for some more action. So we saw another one. Let's go and get it. So we want to follow the big guy who's getting his morning jog. And here's another advantageous situation with the chickens. If you position yourself right, you can do that. So, come on over there, chicken. So now we want to throw both of these chickens over the side, because if we don't, then there's no way we can gain access to what we require, which is a full chicken pen. A full chicken coop, actually. A pen is a pigs. A pen is for pigs. It's been so long since I've been knowing what animals go into different confinements. It's been a long time since I learned those in preschool. And since I don't live on a farm, I've never really had a need to use those words. Alright, so we've gotten the 6 main chickens out. But there's still a 7th. So if we go over here now, throw in number 4, not run into a wall. Oh, don't get too far, little chickie. Also, I'm gonna have you for some chicken pot pie. Alright. There's number 5. 2 more. And curse you, Zed targeting. Yeah, I don't understand why it does that in here in the Wii version of Ocarina of Time. You press Z while you're running, and suddenly you're running in the opposite direction. You're running in the same direction you were running that you didn't intend to. So, we have to find one more. So, where is the last one? Well, it is in a container. It is in a crate, and we've got a specific crate. But to be honest, I don't know if it's a specific crate or if it's random. What is it, Navi? Yeah, I know, but we got more to worry about. Yeah, you may have noticed that there was some Z targeting going on when we were standing near that crate. That's because if we can break that crate open by rolling into it, we cause the last Kuko to roam free. Now it really is Rocky, isn't it? Yeah, it is Rocky. Come on, Link. Alright, there we go. There we go, we've got our 7 Kukos. So let's talk to Adrian. Thank you for finding my Kukos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps when I touch them. You mean you don't carry gloves, or you haven't found someone who can buy this place? Don't you think that would be better for you? For helping me, I will give you this to you. It's fine glass and should be useful. Please take good care of it. So we obtained another empty bottle. After you put something in this bottle, set it to C when you want to use the item inside. So now that we've got that taken care of, we can now begin our journey up the mountain. Yeah, it's finally that time. We're gonna go do it. So away we go, up to the Death Mountain. Before we do though, of course, we have to change shields, because that's going to be very important. Alright, there we go. So the bottles work like they do in Link to the Past. You can use them to fill them with anything from potions to fairies. And of course, in Ocarina of Time, we have the addition of Lon Lon milk. In any event, we can now begin our journey up the Death Mountain Trail. So we get greeted right off the bat by a couple of Tektites. And we have to knock them down. Without them knocking me down, hopefully. Oh, thank you for the restitution. I love that when you do that. Thank you very much for your generosity. But how can you Tektites have 3 hearts? That's weird. Alright. Yeah, hear that sound? That would be a Skulltula, but we can't access it yet. Ouch! Come on, you. And down you go. Yeah, we don't have the necessary items needed to access that particular Skulltula, so we're gonna have to leave it alone for a while. And down you go. And this is one of the many people we find here in Death Mountain. They are of a particular race known as the Gorons, and apparently we caught this guy sleeping. Okay, yeah, you can't speak to him. I am one of the Gorons, the stone-eating people who live on Death Mountain. Look at that huge boulder over there. It blocks the entrance to the Dodongo's Cavern, which was once a very important place for us Gorons. But one day, many Dodongos suddenly appeared inside the cavern. It became a very dangerous place. On top of that, a Gerudo in black armor used his magic to seal the entrance with that boulder. If you want to hear more Goron gossip, head up to our city. Goron City is just a little way up the trail. It won't take much longer to get there, even on foot. So, with that in mind, let's move on and continue our ascent up Death Mountain. So yeah, he's right, it's not that much of a trek. Now, there are 2 paths we can take, but we can only go to the right for now. We can't use the path to the left. So all we can do is go this direction and hopefully not have a collision with that Goron, because if you do collide with him, you will get damaged, and you don't want that. Alright, run down the hill and into this particular city that he just mentioned, and of course, the name of this city is pretty self-explanatory. Goron City. It's all about the Gorons here. So we want to go to a particular area. We want to first start coming over here and talking to this weary Goron. Hey, it's dangerous for a little kid like you to come out here. You might fall down. If I'm not mistaken, you came here to eat the red stone? Well, too bad it's not here. First of all, I can't eat stones. And second of all, what made you think I was here to eat a red stone? What? That's not why you're here? You're looking for a spiritual stone? You must mean that delicious looking red stone that was once displayed here. You mean I missed out? I was so hungry that I thought it would be okay just to give it one tiny little lick, so I snuck out here, but it was already gone. I think Big Brother took it away. He always says that everyone is after that red stone. Big Brother has shut himself up in his room saying, I will wait in here for the royal family's messenger. Well, since they're not coming, it's up to me. And we want to come over here down to the bottom, around this giant jar. And we want to stand in front of the door, standing on the mat, and let's pull out the ocarina and play the royal family's song, Zelda's Lullaby. Yeah, it's that time again for the Zelda's Lullaby. You'll be amazed, if you've never played this game before, you'll be amazed about just how versatile Zelda's Lullaby really is. So let's go on in here now. Into the main chamber, and talk to this guy who has quite the scary beard, and quite the scary face too.
What the heck? Who are you? When I heard the song of the royal family, I expected their messenger had arrived, but you're just a little kid. Has Darunia, the big boss of the Gorons, really lost so much for status to be treated like his sworn brother, like the king? Now I'm really angry. Get out of my face now. Are you asking why I'm in such a bad mood right now?
I don't know how I could be asking you anything since Link doesn't speak at all.
Ancient creatures have infested the Dodongo's cavern. We've had a poor harvest of our special crop bomb flowers. Starvation and hunger because of the rock shortage. But this is a Goron problem. We don't need any help from strangers.
Yeah, I can see why this guy seems so upset. But Darunia, that's his name, Darunia. There's something I need to tell you. I'm actually not only the messenger of the royal family, I'm also a hypnotist. If you don't believe me, then I can prove it to you. Now, as soon as I play this ocarina, you will do exactly as I say. Are you ready? I will control you with this song. Now you are under my control. Now you will dance for me. Yes, you will dance for me and you will enjoy yourself and you will have a wonderful time dancing, even though you are a terrible dancer and you look really silly doing it. And you will shout out things for no reason whatsoever. Not only that, you'll dance so much you'll actually cause friction on the floor and set the floor on fire. Now when I clap my hands, you will no longer be under my control.
Hey, what a nice tune! Just like that, my depression is all gone. Something just came over me. I suddenly wanted to dance like crazy.
Well, hey, that's what happens when you're dealing with a hypnotist.
I am Darunia. I'm the big boss of the Gorons. Was there something you wanted to ask me about? What? You want the spiritual stone of fire too? The spiritual stone of fire, also known as the Goron Zubi, is our race's hidden treasure. But hold on, I'm not gonna give it to you that easily. If you want it so badly, why don't you go destroy the monsters inside of the Dodongo's cavern and prove that you're a real man? That way, everybody will be happy again. If you do it, I will give you anything you want, even the spiritual stone. I have something for you. I'm not really giving you this in return for anything, but take it anyway. If you wear this, even a little fellow like you can pick up a bomb flower using A.
And with that, ba-ba-ba-ba-brum, you got the Goron's bracelet. Now you can pull up bomb flowers, stand next to one, and use A to pull it up. And so now that we've won Darunia's favor by hypnotizing him, let's get out of here! I was wondering how to approach that line when I was coming up with how I was going to do this Let's Play, but yeah, that made things a lot easier. Alright. There's one more thing I need to take care of before I leave here. And it has to do with that giant jar. And I've forgotten to do something with it. Namely, activate it. And how am I going to activate it, you might say? Well, if I pull out my Deku Sticks, I can go back into Darunia's chamber here, and light one on fire, and then go Olympic style. Yes, I'm an Olympic torchbearer, even though there's no such thing as the Olympic Games in Hyrule. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Light them all before the stick goes out, and you'll get this jar going. So now we want to make use of it. How, you might ask? Well, now that we've gotten the bracelet, the power bracelets from Darunia, we can use it to pick up bomb flowers, as he mentioned. And if we time it and throw it correctly, we can throw it inside this massive jar. And hopefully, if we have luck, it'll land in the jar. Oh, and I knocked down a wall that I didn't intend to knock down. Yeah, if you time it right, you can throw it into the jar, and then it'll start to spin at random, and you have a 1 in 3 chance of getting a particular item. It has to be a smiley face, or else we'll have to try it again. So what are we gonna get here? Oh, okay, it's straight-faced. Okay, we didn't get what we're looking for, so we're gonna have to try it again.
Now, this game is fun, but can also be very irritating because you just have to make sure that you throw and make sure you're staying in the right place at the right time as well, because the jar is always moving and it can be in a position where it can be too far away from you, and that can force you to get a bit of frustration, but hopefully if all goes well, which it's not doing so far here, you can... But quite silly. So hey, when you haven't played this game in a long time like I have, that can tend to happen, and I missed the left. Now you have to throw it right inside the jar. Only inside or it won't count. Okay, that's too far. Okay, I need to time it a little better. I'm gonna wait for it to turn away, and then let's see if we can get it. And go! Go! Oh, that's still short. Okay, still not timing it right. Okay, why is the camera angle turning away from me? Okay, now let's see what happens. Give it a little extra time. Let's see if that pays off. Okay, go! Let's go! And throw! Ah, wide left. Crap. Yeah, I'm always so nervous when you're always so nervous when you're holding a bomb flower, because if the bomb's off in your hand, if it detonates in your hand, you take damage. And pretty much just forced to throw that one away. Come on, baby. Give me the goods. Oh, short. Okay, try it again. Trying this again. Go. Make sure that the angle's right. And throw.
There it goes, it's in there. Now will it land where I hope it will land? Be good to me. Bullseye! And you saw what just emerged, right? Yeah, that will be a piece of heart. You completed another heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased. Even though we could risk the danger of getting crushed by that massive jar, but we got what we were looking for, so now we can leave. We can go now, no problem. One more thing I want to cover before I go out of here first. We're going to go back to the top of the city, and we're going to make our way to the passage at the lower right-hand corner. And you're probably wondering, why am I going over this way? Well, it is one of the number of shortcuts that you can use in this game, if I don't walk by it first. Oh, wait a minute, that's not it. Okay, where are you? Okay, I appear to have got myself lost. That was not supposed to happen, but what's over here? Well, quite honestly, I don't want to find out. That looks dangerous. Okay, where is this hidden passage? I'm supposed to have found it. Come on. Really? This sucks. Pop in here. Okay, here you are. That's more like it. So we want to grab a bomb flower. And that's... I know you're not hearing things, you're actually hearing Saria's song. Why would we be hearing Saria's song? Well, if we come over here, we get warped back to the Lost Woods. Yeah, we passed by this passage earlier, and this is where it leads us. So we can now go back into Goron City, and we can now officially leave. Yeah, that took a little longer than it should have, but I needed a bit of memory refreshing. Because I was wondering, that does not look right to me. But now it does, so now we can get on out of here. And we're gonna head south. So let's leave the city. So now we're going to go back to that one area that we were at previously. But the only way we can get there is by going over here and picking up a bomb flower. We have to grab one, and we have to throw it at just the right location. And it has to be nestled right next to that giant boulder, and it'll knock it free. We also took out the sign, too. That's hilarious. And for those of you who are wondering, I cannot climb over that section of fence at this point in time. I'll get an opportunity to do so, but not at this juncture. So we want to now head down. And now we're going to watch an explosion out of nowhere. That was weird. What could have exploded? Well, it matters not. We are going to make our way past the Tektite. Yeah, you saw a piece of heart there. We can't access it yet. Where we want to go is in here. And we're not going to go in just yet. We can go in with the bomb flowers, but not yet. This is where we're going to call the recording for today. So, I'm going to save the game. And I'd like to thank everyone for watching the continuation of Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And when I join you again, we will make our way inside this location, which is the Dodongo's Cavern. So until next time everyone, take care, and I'll see you soon.